Here out. I am Rapid here with EGAD. We're out onto the Rift for Cognitive versus Infinite Odds. And while Cognitive still have yet to really get their gears turning, going up against Infinite Odds, the odds are also somewhat infinite for them as well. With one win versus 2 wins, both of these teams looking to pick up a win versus one another tonight. Starting out with their level 1 positioning, it does look like top lane is the destination for Cognitive, as they are. We're going to wrap around, look for probably that's at least a double, maybe a triple ward drop around the red buff that we've seen so often here in NACL.
We can definitely expect that from Infinite Odds, though. As they're going around towards that tri-brush, they're going to walk around, not walking to anybody, just respectively. Both sides have just invaded and going to get some deep wards. Bodydrop going to drop those. Zaineking going to drop his. He's got stun ready, but not going to run into anybody as they all loop around. And you're going to see the pings come out. There was also a lane ward dropped in the middle of the lane by Bodydrop, so not going to drop it down too far down there. And they will be looking to spot out a 2v1 potentially, as I feel like young Richerich wants to go into that 2v1. He's got the Doran's Ring, he's got potions for sustain, and could potentially be building towards a Searches build, excuse me. I keep calling him Searches for some reason. A Searches build where you go for a ton of mana, a ton of AP, and then just run around spamming Laugh and having poison, just pretty much kill everybody.
Yeah, very high AP Singe. They're starting to come back, and like you mentioned, credit searches for that. Also, maybe mixing in a little bit of Spell Vamp in there. It's something we used to see. There's Ziploc will get hooked in. There's the death sentence, aptly named. There's the Ignite. No flash.
Oh my god!
Ziploc gets out alive after being death sentenced into 5 people.
With a 4-man Incinerate, saved Ziploc's life, and now we're going to have the contest for the red buff here. Barrel's going to come out. Sickoscott's going to be forced to smite this one. Nothing here. Going to look to come in, death sentencing the red buff away, and then the smite from Sickoscott. They will take it away, and young Richerich not even missing out on much as he teleports to lane.
Absolutely clutch play there by Zaineking. Flashes down for Ziploc, but as he isn't in lane, it's not going to impact Cognitive just yet. Zaineking, man, making the plays. Didn't even have to flash for that. Was just perfectly in position. And that's the strength of having that early stun area of effect there for Annie. There's going to be another death sentence, this time landing on to Zaineking. No additional aggression there as iKennaU down to about 220 HP. He's going to have to play that lane very carefully. Now at that hit point at disadvantage versus nothinghere.
Yeah, but still poke being applied all over the place there. We do have Sickoscott.
Smoke stole the red buff away from Sickoscott, so gets owned there for sure.
All right, and the last fan is already ensuing up top for that singed Shen lane. And yeah, like you said before, stealing the red buff away, he gets one in return against his opposing jungler of Sickoscott. We see Zaineking, though, throwing in those 600 range auto attacks against his opponent in that Tristana, as well as healing back up and sustaining. He's out of wards, excuse me, but has a ton of potions and mana potion inventory available to him. And the up top lane, there's not really much to talk about here, as it's just going to be a continual back and forth of poison taunt, you know, feint, sustain off Orbital Blade.
It's actually 625 the attack range for Annie, so just, yeah, ridiculous and able to catch out iKennaU a lot of times. It's more Zaineking dealing damage here than it actually is nothinghere. Flash Phosphorus Bomb is an option right now, but keep in mind KennaU does have barriers, so don't want to get baited in there for that. It's going to have to sustain off of literally nothing but auto attacks. There are no health potions at this point in the game. You see Sickoscott behind the turret, waiting to come in for a little bit of extra support. There's going to be the Lantern backwards. He's going to get the death sentence off, but it does not land. Nothinghere, and Zaineking wisely backing on off.
Yeah, that was really ballsy of Richerich to just go up there, pop Ghost, and just fling iDream towards the turret with him not guaranteeing any tower aggro there. He did end up blowing both summoners now, though. He doesn't have the teleport for a while since he used to get to lane, but in mid, the body slam, the auto attack, the glacial path to get out there is Zamphira, and no summoners burnt just yet from either side there.
GoldenGlue had Ignite. All he needed was like another auto attack or two, and he probably could have gotten the kill there, but the disengage, and now health potions to sustain Zamphira. Going to be able to stay in lane for just a little bit longer. Is currently a health potion ahead of GoldenGlue, so there's that sustained advantage to be pointed out. Ziploc going to be going for a little bit of a late invade there, clearing out the red buff, just making sure that he knows exactly when that's going to respawn. And now looking to take the Wraith Camp away as well. Some pretty heavy counter jungling, punishing Sickoscott for being bottom for so long.
Yeah, and now we're seeing Bodydrop go back to base. We saw iKennyU already go back. He was fairly low. But still, this Corky lane is 21 CS ahead of iKennyU right now. And doing a phenomenal job of abusing that anti-burst that she can throw out, as well as the sustained damage from Corky. While up top, the fling, the taunt, the Vorpal Blade, and just the trade back and forth again.
Yeah, Kenny, sure Tristana's great late game. Actually pretty strong early game as well. But with 9 CS, it doesn't matter what point in the game you're at. That is not going to be a very good situation to behold. He's going to get Bodydrop back in lane here in just a minute. But with Sickoscott top, could look to see a little bit of extra pressure onto iDream. Not Zion, but Ziploc, the other Z in the Salt League, will go back to base for his first time. It started actually without the Doran's Blade that we like to see, that XDG's Scuba Chris likes to start out with, and we'll pick up a Doran's Blade on his first trip back, using that for his second buy instead of his first.
And iDream has the Doran's Blade right now and does a ton of damage to Richerich, who has barely any resistances, just has a Sapphire Crystal and a Doran's Ring. So going for the Tier, Saros, and Brace build for young Richerich, looks like on that Singed. So very reminiscent of Surchez there. And he does get HP based off his mana too, so that's a pretty smart build either way, and that Tier will stack up relatively fast when you can just leave Poison on forever and it'll just stack up passively, and you'll never run out of mana ever again. Bodydrop and iKennyU, though, have established some presence and a little bit of zoning against nothinghere and Zaineking, who are forced to sit on the back end. Do you see explosive cask
onto Zamphira, not committed to turret, but no committal there by GoldenGlue, because as soon as Sickoscott shows up into the lane, Zamphira could face a little bit of extra problems. Ziploc's gonna look for the Q over the wall, hits onto GoldenGlue, goes over, he hits the Q again. He's gonna force the flash out there, a couple of turret shots there, but where is GoldenGlue going to go? He's gonna look for the Q, dodges it out, not able to get in there. Flash is available, not available, but it's gonna be a Glacial Tomb there. Zamphira able to pick up the kill. Now Sickoscott gonna force out the Shen ultimate on his Ziploc. Will go in there, but after iDream teleports in, there's the play away. Bobster's Bob coming in from nothinghere. Will Valkyrie after Sickoscott is continuing the chase. Sickoscott makes it back to his turret. Meanwhile, Kenny looking to get the jump in. Not actually gonna go into 4 people just yet. Bodydrop.
Yeah, so, first blood.
Yeah, first blood, that's the big deal out of that one. No death sentence has come out from Bodydrop to stop the recall there from Zamphira. Top lane, where's Richie, God?
Looks like he's just, proxying the wave past tier 2. Zaineking with a stun ready, gets it on the
Teleporting
Bodydrop
bomb as well. You're gonna see him go down there, looking for the fling. He's gonna ghost as well. Nobody's gonna escape right now. Richerich tries the Valkyrie over, cancels the Valkyrie with a perfect fling, and Richerich takes out nothinghere for the first kill of the game for Infinite Odds.
Oh man, I wish that wall is one of the hardest ones to flash, as well as the top wall. It is so awkward to flash someone. He was going for the safe Valkyrie, but then the fling to interrupt that Valkyrie was so good from Richerich there, and just denying him with that one. They pick up a kill after a nice roam, not a roam, but a teleport gank from Richerich to make that into a 1-for-1 still. Nothinghere picking up a kill, as well as Richerich going to be able to use that kill to great advantage. And now the Dragon potentially going to look for a steal here. He gets it! And now he's going to look to get blown up. As he goes them away, can he get safeguard? It's not up just yet. He needs a couple more seconds, but explosive cast will pick up the kill.
GoldenGlue is not letting Ziploc out. He's like, hey, you guys stole our dragon, prepare to die. Same thing for the blue buff, which will get taken out here. Probably no steals to come in for that just yet, unless Sickoscott takes it away accidentally. Does go over to GoldenGlue, so no worries there, but the dragon steal away by Captain Ziploc unfortunately does go down, but does give that gold advantage over to Cognitive.
That was a really good steal. He smited and got the Q on it as well, the Sonic Wave. And oh my god, that was such a good play, but still traded his life. But a kill for a dragon is much more beneficial for the team. As we do have Richerich going back up top. Picks up a No Magic Mantle and boots, as well as a pink ward and some potions. So going to be looking for a little bit of resistance here. As Zamphira looking to dive on here, they ignite the path, and is that going to be enough?
Last stick of Ignite is enough, and Zamphira with the kill on a GoldenGlue. Salt and Battery over Sickoscott. One more auto attack. Can't quite find the distance. Locked up there by the Ring of Frost. Couldn't quite get the CDR on Vault Breaker. It is rank 3, so it does have the lowest cooldown that it can right now, but not enough. It's going to be the Tippers in the bottom lane from Zaineking. Mr. Tippers taking out Mr. Turret down there, but top lane as well is going to be Ignite. Ghost coming out from young Richie Rich, looking for the fling, forces the flash from iDream, and knowing That Vorpal Blade and empowered auto attack from Keystrike are up. Doesn't quite want to go in for that. Sickoscott in the middle lane. Speaking of one more auto attack, Ziploc's gonna look for the kill. It's knocked back under.
Oh my god, he got it.
Not gonna go in on that. Captain Ziploc, please. He's locking in the freshness of my heart right now, and whether or not that's going to preserve it, his play is certainly not. He was a little bit dangerous there. Gonna look for another steal on the blue buff. This time, does not have Sickoscott to worry about.
Yeah, and if he would have gone through that, we'd have definitely died, but still would have looked cool going in with the Sonic Wave Resonate Strike to the kill. But either way, Kenny Yu has actually caught up in CS from that big deficit he was at in the beginning of the game. Young Richerich is trying to fight with iDream up here, but iDream is sustaining up with double Doran's Blade, and very reminiscent of Quas again. This build is seeming to be very popular in this scene, as we do have pings on the Ziploc. They know he's up there. Sickoscott, Assault and Battery is currently down, so not able to use that one for this next fight, but they are looking to try to bait out this dive up top, while Nothing Here and Zaineking just at an even little farming standstill. And Richerich will just keep stacking tier and farming up.
Sicko in the jungle, there to support Richerich if he needs it, down to about 300 HP. Needs to play it pretty carefully. About 400 there. Ziploc waiting in the wings. There's going to be the ultimate sanity potion, aptly named Shen on to Richerich. There's the kick backwards, not enough. There's no ignite down, so Richerich lives with 30 HP. Sonic Wave does not land on the Sickoscott, but sweet lord, so
down bot, this looks like they're trying to take out Bodydrop. Zaineking gets to incinerate after some really good stun play from him, and iDream gets ignited and forced to jump right on back there. iDream tried to use the Buster Shot to knock Nothing Here into the wall, which he did, and slow him down, but still, Zaineking does get in and close the gap, as Annie is a little bit faster than most.
Did have those, doesn't actually have boots, but I'm checking to see if she has move speed quints, and with 335 versus Bodydrop's 345, not even using those to get in there quickly enough. And yeah, nice engage. Once again, Zaineking in the bottom lane for Cognitive looking extremely strong. Sickoscott gonna go in there, and Salt and Battery is setting up for a perfect body slam. Does GoldenGlue have the damage to follow it in? Zamphira blasts away prematurely. Explosive cast. Zamphira picks up one kill. It's the red buff, the flash auto attack from Captain Ziploc to lock down that kill. 6-2 the score for Cognitive after an extremely strong early start.
Yeah, and Ziploc's been all over the map right now. Mid lane has just been snowballing so hard. Zamphira doing a great job with that one, building towards his Hourglass as his first item. He just wants to pick that one up for a little bit of extra AP, and then the survivability. Zaineking gonna drop the timbers on them though down bot, and iDream gonna get bursted out. Flash Phosphorus Bomb, auto attack to pick up the kill. Bodydrop gonna play towards the turret, but he is not long for this world. Destinus connects. Zaineking was tanking for support, and Young Richerich is TPing in. Gonna look to go on to Nothing Here, but he's getting bursted out in response. Auto attack and triple kill for a Corky. That's something you never want to see, and when Nothing Here gets rolling, it's like the enemy team doesn't even exist. And yeah, that was pretty questionable play there by Richerich, but either way, triple kill for nothing.
This is where we attempt to describe the pros and cons of that teleport in by Young Richerich, and rather than criticizing it, I'm just going to let that play speak for itself. And take a look up towards the top lane. GoldenGlue looking to stop the proxy farm there from iDream. iDream's not going to have any of that. Throws out the barrel to get some more CS, and now GoldenGlue body slams his way back towards his turret. Trinity Force is now complete for Nothing Here as he comes back out of base. Very, very strong. 4-1. Highest kill count as well as the highest, next to highest CS count there at 94. Highest will belong to Zamphira, who's had an absolutely dominant performance on that mid lane. Lissandra, we talked about it going into this. If you guys have seen Zamphira play AP Lulu before, as Lissandra is at that same level, a little bit more standard as you'd expect to see Lissandra in the AP mid position. But now together with Zaineking, Cognitive look to take away this blue buff from Infinite Odds. Yeah,
and most likely we'll be able to with the help of any Lissandra damage there. Ghost does fall over to them. Zamphira with that tomb ready and available. There's going to be a lantern to apply. Kenny Yu out. Nothing Here is aggressing towards it, and they're looking to make them disappear right now. Glacial tomb on the Bodydrop. It looked really cool with the play active. There's a stun on eye. Kenny Yu microwing this one really well. Buster Shot to knock away, but it's not enough as Nothing Here on the rampage with Zamphira. So 2 rampages for the side of Cognitive right now, and 2 fed carries are looking really strong.
Yeah, and while you do see 5-1, 102 CS there for Nothing Here, bottom lane, and keep in mind this is because of the, this is along with The switch between Richerich and Kenny as far as their positions on Infinite Odds not working out. Zaineking, although, definitely impressing a 105 support Annie score. Starting things off, keep in mind, with that's the 4-man stun to save Ziploc's life. And now Ziploc not having to steal this dragon away will get that over to Cognitive. A little bit easier second time around.
Yeah, and young Richerich going to go back to the proxy farming, completely ignoring the Shen there. And, yeah, just going to go back to farming the waves in between the turrets. He's got the Insanity Potion, but just going to choose to back off and not continue the Singed way. As we look at the scoreboard, that Hourglass is finished, Trinity Force is complete, Longsword is done. And, yeah, just farming up is the side of Cognitive, and on the defensive, though, is Infinite Odds.
Infinite Odds coming into this match. We're 1 win ahead. Cognitive looking to even the score. And as far as their performance in NACL, they have gone up against definitely the top tier lineups, play both Coast and Complexity. And I don't think anybody blames you for losing to those teams. We'll get to see them play next week. But for right now, Cognitive looking for a very aggressive play. Zamphira cutting all the way through that jungle. iDream now going to go aggressive on Richerich, gets the taunt down. There is the engage from Sickoscott, but very low on mana at the same time. Zamphira coming in here looking for the gank attempt. Fling. Oh. The world's tiniest fling there. Getting Zamphira inches closer to the turret. We'll back on off for now. It's going to be Richerich trying to come in, but keep in mind, he has no armor. There's no armor. There's just a little bit of defensive stats and Mercury treads, but it's nothing but health from both the mana from Tear of the Goddess and health from Giant's Belt and Doran's Ring. Nothing here, kind of solo XP in the bottom lane. Knows that he can 1v1 iKenny all day long. Kenny with Berserker Greaves and a pickaxe up against the Sorcerer's Shoes, pickaxe, longsword, and Trinity Force coming the way of nothing here.
Very, very much damage on Corky. So, gonna see him put that to great use while Richerich farming up top. Zamphira gets poked up by a barrel. A little low on health, doesn't want to get caught out. They're gonna see as Ziploc and Zaineking with the Oracles clearing out wards and the pink wards all over the map. Gonna be trying to do a lot of stuff while nothing here. Gonna help Ziploc get out with a safeguard and this little Jew coming out. But either way, it's gonna be a 3-man bot for both sides, and whoever gets caught out first could be a very bad sign for either side. As nothing here just keeps on pushing down the turret, and this could potentially be a very good fight for Infinite Odds or a very bad fight. Teleport's available to Richerich in a couple seconds. There is the Stand United for Shen that could come out, but either way, they're just going to poke and prod and look to eventually back out.
Now, Richerich actually just picked up Home Guard boots. I would have liked to see Distortion instead, because while Home Guard allows you to do cool things combined with Teleport, Distortion makes both your Ghost and Teleport come up more quickly. So Richerich definitely going for those one big plays rather than the consistency of always having those Summoner spells up.
Yeah, and Trinity Force actually was finished for iDream, so he's got a ton of damage on himself. Sickoscott was moving towards it. They are pinging out the Zaineking. They know he's on the other side. He's going to clear out the ward with the Oracles. Death Sentence does not connect. Zamphira is coming around the back of the wall there. There is no sign of GoldenGlue rotating towards bot just yet, but they are going to give up that tier 2 in the bot lane, and that will fall in favor of Cognitive now. And we will see what they want to do with this as they keep on pressing this lane as a 4-man squad. We still have the teleport available for Richerich and the Stand United for Shen as they just keep on pushing waves up top.
Every single Shen we've seen since Quas played Shen has gone for his build. So triple Doran's items into Trinity Force. Synergy in 3s there for iDream, but he's not able to put enough damage onto Richerich to keep him from kind of proxy farming that out, and that will keep iDream top lane for at least the next minute or so. Both iDream and young Richerich with a way to teleport to the next fight, with Zamphira and the rest of Cognitive continuing to push down the middle lane. Man, that minion took one for the team. Body blocking for nothing here.
Get out of here, nothing. I'll take it, man. Just go. Just go. Just get out.
Saving private nothing here.
Now we're going to see as they look for the dive potentially here. There's the tomb on a GoldenGlue through the body slam. Ignite, stun, everything. There's going to be the kill to pick up the kill. Actually, no, it didn't even come out. Zaineking picked up the kill on Gragas as Corky just shut down Sickoscott. There's iKenny coming from the back. The barrier, the Shen ultimate, everything to shield nothing here. While young Richerich is chasing down Zamphira. Zaineking will throw out the stun though. They're going to see Zamphira with the root as well to keep him out. Waiting for the path is Zamphira, but Ziploc goes in. No fling onto him. iDream was helping push down this turret. There's a laugh coming in from Richerich. And this tier 2 in the mid lane is going to fall.
Richerich definitely a fan of Singed's 5th move, 5th skill, the laugh. than using that. Probably more. If you got stacks on Tear of the Goddess from spamming Lap, Richerich would have a fully stacked Tear about 2 seconds into the game. iDream gonna take a lot of damage. Death Sentence will land, pulls him back into Kenny, still taking enough to escape, even though he does have nothing but Door Hands and just a Trinity Force. Nothing here, very low as well, so we'll be forced to disengage. Everybody very low here for Cognitive, but with so much burst damage. If you face check into that team, you're gonna have a bad time. In the meantime, entire lineup for Infinite Odds kind of drawing straws right now for who's going to be able to take up this turret. Currently, it's Sickoscott that drew the short one, and middle turret does look to go down. So there is enough damage there for Infinite Odds to take out their first turret of the game. Formerly flawless turret score at 5-0. Did you take that one out? They have a couple of kills to back it up, but with an 11,000 gold lead at 20 minutes for Infinite Odds without having taken Baron just yet.
Zane drops the ward, and they all just instantly auto-attack and kill it.
It's like, oh, well, mission accomplished as far as that ward is concerned. Nothing here. We'll pick up a red buff. Kenny waiting there to the side. Just kind of the advanced guard for Infinite Odds. Makes it back to base. Finally has a BF sword, so that's going to come at the same time as Nothing Here's BF sword. The only difference being that Nothing Here kind of has a Trinity Force and Sorcerer's Shoes over him right now.
Yeah. They're really far ahead on the side of Cognitive. They still have that 13,000 gold lead looking strong. Another Dragon looking to go to their side as it did just spawn and it was live. Nothing here going to help them out. Zaineking scouting out with the Oracles on that nice little Red Riding Hood Annie. And yeah, just going to see them look to possibly rotate onto iCanEU here as no wars were there to spot him out. And we are going to see this fight go down as they will chase onto him with the red buff.
There's going to be a Buster Shot backwards, but Zamphira, please. Kenny just goes, yeah, there's going to be the laugh. Laugh strong on both teams currently, but probably not from iCanEU, although I have to say that was much damage very quickly. But Sidge to the top lane, Richerich looking to get on to iDream. Not sure Sickoscott's necessarily going to drop the Assault and Battery just yet. iDream down to about half HP. That's a lot of damage to trade back away. It's going to look for the Shadow Dash. There's no fling to keep him from dashing over the wall.
Ooh.
But the dive bottom lane is strong from Cognitive. Very behind the turret, much disengaged, waiting for the minion wave for now as Zamphira takes up the last turret shot. Cognitive with a very strong 4-man push in the bottom lane. Need young Richerich to come down there. And as he does recall back to base, those home guards will pay off and allow him to stop Cognitive from pushing out. The only problem is Cognitive has stopped themselves and do disengage before overstaying their welcome.
Yeah, and really smart choice for them. Spend their gold, buy the items, and look to siege up once again. Nothing won, nothing lost. Just a lot of items in their inventory. GoldenGlue is holding off this mid lane, throwing out the barrels, and keeping up the pressure and keeping the lane pushed. Young Richerich does get spotted out there. Red buff was trying to be stolen away by iDream. He's going to get flung back. He does have taunt available to him, and there's the Assault and Battery. Gets the taunt through the wall, and will just walk right on out of there.
Sickoscott was trying to stall just long enough for GoldenGlue to get there, but he didn't even have his explosive cask, so I'm not sure what they were necessarily planning on. With the body slam already used, Nothing Here looking to put down a ton of damage onto GoldenGlue. He tries to turn towards the lantern, gets kicked away once again. Ziploc flashing forward, does land the key, waits for the explosive cast, baiting that skill out. GoldenGlue just gets straight up outplayed. Ziploc going in there, waiting for the skill, and then picking up the kill to follow. 15th kill of the game for Cognitive. We'll look to pick up that stun coming out from Zaineking. Gets onto Sickoscott, still able to take the lantern over the wall.
Are they going to go in?
They do dive forward. Zamphira just blowing Sickoscott apart. Body slamming him there, and body drop. Not quite dropping just yet, but with Nothing Here posturing behind the turret. First base turret of the game. First inhibitor looking to go down as Cognitive just completely breached Infinite Odds defenses.
Yeah, and with that, they pick up the first inhibitor of the game. They keep on pushing through. Still about a 16,000 gold lead for them. They're looking to siege onto this bot lane inhibitor turret, as well as possibly threaten the inhibitor. They're going to kill the wave out, help the lane push. Ziploc's just going to flat up man tank this turret and go right on through that. There's a lantern to pull in the Gragas. Ziploc is getting low as a bit. A Tibber stun coming in out of that one. iCanEU going to get chunked out there. Trying to focus on the Tibbers and take it down. But they cannot do it as he is the big bad wolf. They are microing this one around to give him a little bit of extra sight. Body drop thrown out the blind. Death Sentence connects out of Nothing Here. There's a Shen ultimate in response. He goes back in with Valkyrie. Flashes in with him on top of it. taunt coming in with a flash as well from iDream. They're going out to iKenyu. Teleport comes in from Richerich. What is he going to do as he just runs to the team? Doesn't have Riley's completed. No slow. Gets taunted. Gets bursted and taken out by nothinghere. It was legendary. As Sickoscott going to be the Ziploc target and hooks him right in the face. That is going to be the second inhibitor. nothinghere. Getting chunked out. Gets ignited. Is that going to be enough? One more tick from the ignite. Yes. And GoldenGlue shuts down the legendary Corky.
Yeah, GG's coming out with the Corky shutdown. 4-0 surrender vote comes out as well. There's an almost flawless Corky performance. 6-0-7 the score for Zamphira to close the game out for Cognitive, who do take home the victory 20-3 and 7-1 in turrets, taking out Infinite Odds.
Yeah, and with that, we're going to go to a quick break and be back with the final game of tonight. GGLA taking on TBD.